Hi everybody, I've just finished a live show on TikTok, and in that live show I showed a video of Joe Biden bragging about an incident that happened in 2006 when he was vice president. And he's talking about Ukraine, and I am absolutely staggered at the amount of people in my live chat that had not seen this video. Have a look.
I remember going over convincing our team or others to convincing us that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I'm not going to, or we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid.
Just to give you the context of what you just saw, just in case you're unaware, what he's talking about there is something that happened in 2006. So he was vice president, and he went over to Ukraine, and in Ukraine there was a prosecutor called Viktor Shokin, and he was investigating an energy company called Burisma. Just happens to be the energy company that Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, was sitting on the board of, getting paid, I think, $3 million. He was investigating him getting paid $3 million. I mean, this corruption that he was investigating. And there's Joe Biden, vice president of the United States at the time, and he's admitting there that as vice president, he blackmailed the Ukrainian president into getting that prosecutor fired. The prosecutor who was looking into corruption at Burisma, a company his own son was sitting on the board of. Now, I'm no fan of Donald Trump, right? But can you imagine the press coverage on CNN and MSNBC and the BBC as well, if that wasn't Joe Biden speaking, but it was Donald Trump speaking? And it was Donald Trump bragging about getting a prosecutor fired in Ukraine, a prosecutor that was investigating a company that Donald Trump Jr. was sitting on the board of. Can you imagine the press coverage of it? Instead, they don't talk about it at all, do they? There's so many people haven't seen that video. But then it gets even worse when you think that this is what Donald Trump was trying to bring out into the open with these dealings with Ukraine, that he ended up getting impeached over. It's staggering, isn't it? This isn't a country that cares about law and order at all. This is corruption, plain and simple. And there's the president, the now president of America, bragging about his corruption. Nobody in the media seems to care a jot about it. It's staggering, isn't it? Share this video. Share it with your friends. See what they think.